Sorry, guys.
That's all right. This is my audience at the U.S. Express Truck Terminal in Tunnel Hill, Georgia. The opposition to the Constitution and free society has been around since the beginning of this country. I became interested in government issues shortly after the last presidential election. I changed my outlook and decided to get involved and do what I can do in preserving and protecting the constitutional freedoms and rights that we've grown accustomed to in this country. As preachers mediate between man and God, constitutional lawyers mediate between man and branches of government. I'm going to give you a brief history of the Constitution and several examples of a few men in their ministries and what they're doing to preserve our rights and freedoms. Soon after the Constitution was written, there was opposition, and these people were called anti-federalists. Their opposition to the Constitution was false then as it is today, and they're known today more as Democrats or liberals. The Federalists that were proponents of the Constitution, they believed in a strong central government, but were opposed to a strong regulating government. The Constitution itself defends itself on this issue, and all 9 states at that time ratified the Constitution, and it became the basis of all law in this country and still is to this day. But that didn't stop the anti-federalists from trying to destroy the Constitution or to circumvent its authority. But recently, God has moved in certain men and their resources to protect these rights and freedoms from the Constitution that are guaranteed by the Constitution. And one of these is a man named Matt Staver. Matt Staver has a master's degree in religion, a doctorate in law. He's a law professor. He's the dean of the law school at the University, Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia. He has a half-hour TV program called Law and Justice. He has a 15-minute radio program and a 90-second radio program called Freedom's Call. He also wrote 11 books. The Liberty Counsel right now is in the Supreme Court with a case for the unconstitutionality of the Obamacare mandate that religious organizations provide insurance to their employees against their own religious doctrines for abortion. And you can read more about him under libertycounsel.com. Another man is Jay Sekulow. He's the chief counsel for the American Center for Law and Justice, the ACLJ. He's an attorney with a passion for protecting religious liberty and freedom and democracy. He has over 1 million members in his club, and he has offices around the world fighting for liberty of Christians and the oppressed. He's argued 12 Supreme Court cases and had several landmark cases that are now the legal grounds for religious liberty litigation. And he defends things like crosses along the highway, veterans memorials, 10 Commandments in the parks and in courtrooms, public schools, kids' rights, churches' rights, constitutional infringements, and everything for free. Jay Sekulow is also famous all the way around the world for defending people and countries themselves and from unjustly persecution and punishment for their beliefs. He trusts God for his donations and for his funding, and you can read more about him at aclj.org. These true blue Americans have had a great influence on me, and as I reach that age of maturity, I realize there's much that I can do with my life. So I've elected to go back to school and get an education as necessary and try to join these men in their task of saving America that was formed by the original founders and educate as many people as will listen to their role as citizens in maintaining this very durable country. Simply put, we the people have not been taught properly, or we've just forgotten. The people make the decisions in this country and the government carries it out. They work for us, not us for them. It's imperative for people to be involved in the lawmaking process and know who you're voting for. I plan to represent the people in their quest to be free by defending the values of America. And when I defend the values of America, I'm defending the values of God. The Bible says in Proverbs 14:34 that godliness makes a nation great. The truth is that no man can deny this, and this nation has proved it over and over. In conclusion, opposition to the Constitution has been around since it was drafted. Our present Commander-in-Chief is one of those people. His policies have wreaked havoc on all of America, and as an American, I'm going to pursue a career in constitutional law. And with God's blessings, I'll serve and protect the rights and freedoms of all Americans. Lawyers might be the brunt of the joke, but you wouldn't be laughing at all without them. Thank you.